What's up guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Selena, and in this video I'm going to be doing another review on books I saw on Pinterest. Boy, I'm back at it again. Clearly I didn't learn my lesson from the last Pinterest board, because what did I do? I went and found another Pinterest board saying, if you like the Mind F series, read this book. So I go and read. I went and picked up these two books on my Kindle, I Kill Killers and Morally Corrupt. And again, I was disappointed. Let's get into why. Starting off first with I Kill Killers. So the synopsis for I Kill Killers on Kindle: dive into the brilliance of criminal minds and the fierce actions of Kill Bill in one of the most gripping psychological thrillers on the market. I should have read that and took my black ass away, because I know damn well I don't even know what Kill Bill is. I don't watch American movies like that, so I don't know. It says, hot off the press and already optioned for TV, I Kill Killers kicks off with a bang and never lets up. How the fuck is this getting a TV show? I don't understand how all these books are getting a TV show. How? After reading this, I'm like, how is this getting a TV show? I'm gonna watch it though, see if it's good. Back to the synopsis. What if the most dangerous serial killer is the one who hunts her own kind? By day, Leah Nachenbell is celebrated as one of the greatest pianists of our time. By night, she becomes a ruthless killer, using her brilliant mind to hunt predators who believe they've escaped justice. But when her latest target unearths a connection to her dark past, Leah is thrust into crosshairs of two relentless forces: an FBI agent determined to uncover her secrets, and a sadistic serial killer who doesn't just see her as a traitor, he sees her as a trophy he must possess. On a killer's playground, there's one rule: win and live, or lose and die. Like, I should have known this book wasn't that great, but you gotta put praises for it in the friggin' description, because a lot of these books with these rave reviews, like this one book that I read that had like Obama's review on it, boring and not that good. Let me just tell you, because I took notes, let me read out my notes I took as I was reading the book. I started the book April 6th, dropped it April 7th. So starting off the book, I'm like, there better not be romance if he's a single father. I don't like single parent romances. And he is getting a divorce. I don't like it. Then I was like, why is the narration for the FMC in first person and the narration for Liam in author point of view? If you were going to do this, we could have just skipped his point of view and only done the FMC. And then I'm like, I don't care for Liam's divorce. Leave me out of it. Like, oh my god, I was not here for Liam. As soon as they said, oh, he's getting a divorce, he got a kid, I'm like, oh, push him out the story. But I did all that, and I was like, I don't know what to say, but the male characters so far are all unlikable, all of them, 70%. And this was, we just met, I think they just found the body of the guy she killed, and they were we met like the FBI team, and I was like, oh, I don't like none of these men. I don't like not one of them. And then I was like, oh, I'm slow. Larson is the chief FBI, which I took in that because Larson came up with the FBI, but I wasn't really taking in their names. And then he came up again when he met the FMC. Spoiler. But that's not really a spoiler, because this is all at the beginning of the book. And then I was like, okay, so she's working with the FBI to kill serial killers, and she's kind of like an FBI assassin because she's working with someone on the FBI to cover up her crimes. Like, see, the thing about the girl in Mind F series, she was a vigilante, and she wasn't working with the cops, she was working against them. She was working with her friend, and she was getting revenge. Like, the first interaction was the romance interests are just not it. The actual goal of the story is not interesting enough. I'm shocked this is being turned into a TV show, and then I just dropped it. Their first interaction, like the way it was setting it up, I thought, what's his name? Liam? Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like a romantic interest. But I go to read the spoilers, and an escort was the romantic interest. I said, absolutely not. I'm not here for it. Like, what? See, I could handle it if like we came into the story and he was already her boyfriend, but we came into the story and like she's just meeting him, and out of all the options she has, you picked an escort to be the love interest for a male lead for a serial killer. What the hell? That doesn't even make sense. But then again, it kind of makes sense for her type of personality, because she's trying to seem normal, So she's doing it in a controlled environment type of thing. So an escort will be the best thing for her so she can control him, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. And then what I didn't like, what really the basis that made me like, okay, I'm not even gonna read this, is because there was nothing about the FMC that I was reading that I was like, oh yeah, I'm rooting for her and whatever she's doing, because I don't understand why she's killing these serial killers. What is her goal? What is her intent? Why is she doing it? There is no, I didn't read to the point where I was told why she turned into an unaliver of unalivers. For me, because of that, I couldn't get into it. With My Death series, like, we kind of got like a glimpse of why she was doing it. She told us it was for revenge and something happened and that's why she's doing it. But with this girl, she has a successful career, but she uses that as a front. But again, she has this successful career, so she could go on and do whatever she wants, and she chooses to become an aliver. And they're not giving me a reason as to why, other than the first kill that she had, because he attacked her. I was like, okay, I get that. Why did she go to this path? They didn't tell me that at the beginning, and then the story was super boring, so I just wasn't invested enough to continue to even figure out why she was doing what she's doing. So that's I Kill Killers. The other book in this was Morally Corrupt by Veronica Lancet, and the synopsis is, she's a sociopathic assassin. He's the chief of police and her husband. Bianca Ashby, a certified sociopath with an obsession for her husband, tries to juggle two lives: the demure NYPD chief commissioner wife and the perfect Bradford assassin, all the while keeping her husband safe and blissfully unaware. But when high-level corruption and a personal vendetta raise the stakes, no one is who they say they are. At least of all, Bianca's perfectly dull husband, Theo. From glitzy New York ballrooms and charity events to underground sex rings, drugs, and illegal fights, Bianca and her husband must put aside their differences and work together against a common enemy. But will their marriage survive? Morally Corrupt is a romantic thriller with elements of horror and gore. This is a dark book that explores the questionable moral behaviors. Please read the triggers before proceeding. Again, one thing I have to say again, it's supposed to be a dark book, but they do not fully commit to the dark book and have to add comedic effects to it, and that those comedic things are hit or miss, and for me they're always a miss, which turns the books into a joke that's not funny and not even entertaining to read. It's just bad. Now, my thoughts as I was reading the book. The start wasn't great. So the book started off with her and her friend. They were on a mission, and then on a mission she tells the people she's supposed to unalive to smash because she wants to learn. And so she sits there and watches it, but she was telling them to do head, and then the guy, he shoots the guy and then tells the girl to climb the guy while he's dead because he wants to know what it looks like to it was a mess. Oh my god, I did not like that. I was like, but I'm not gonna lie, that was messed up, but it had my attention because it was messed up. I'm fucked. Anyways, that was the most interesting thing that happened. I'm not even gonna lie. That happened. They end up finishing their mission because they kill the people and then they leave or whatever. And then we know she's an assassin, but she isn't that great because she doesn't really do her job. She's super distracted or whatever. And it's all because she's, 18, 17? I was like, really? No, I think she was 19 or 18. And my next point was, this is a police chief and an assassin. They could have been regular people. No, I'm dead serious because, oh my god, you would think, I thought it was gonna be more into it, but like the beginning of the book was her trying to attract him, and I'm like, she could have just been a regular sociopath stalker. Like, they didn't have to give her assassin backstory, because one, even it's the backstory, but we're not getting the backstory of why she's an assassin. She just is. The backstory was just her seducing or trying to get the man, which was horrible because she ended up getting jealous of herself. What Like, yeah, that's why my next point is, this is why meeting people in disguise is stupid, because she ended up getting jealous of herself because he came back to break up with her. The other thing, like, oh, she thinks he's this great man or whatever. How is he that great if he's going into places for sex workers? Like, he uses sex workers. Like, but then again, he had no choice because she was blocking all his other blessings in real life, like blocking all the girls who he could have chopped it up with. So he had no choice. My next note, why they have to give her a white powder addiction? It's so unnecessary. Yeah, another thing I didn't like. She's a cokehead. Not only is she a joke of an assassin, she also got addicted to coke while she was working at that strip club trying to seduce him, which is crazy. And then another thing, when they do it, I was like, he doesn't recognize her body, or like, was that club super dark? Like, how do you not know? And I was like, how you fake a girl? She'll spill the secrets, because she faked her first time. And then I'm like, I just stopped reading at 18%. And the reason why I stopped reading is because, I mean, I would have continued, but I probably would have dropped it later on, because I was getting bored, and I would pause, come back, read like one paragraph, pause, go do other things, be scrolling on TikTok. Like, you know, a book is bad when, of all things, instead of reading it, I'm scrolling on TikTok. Adding other books into my TBR. Is saving books into my books, what is it called? Books folder to read over the book I'm open that I'm reading. Like, it's literally on my other tab, and I'm here adding books to my book folder. And so the big reason why I dropped it is because, as usual, when it's going super slow and I don't know if I want to continue or not, I go to the reviews to read spoilers to see if I want to continue or not, and it ends up saying that he finds out she's an assassin, and he, like, that causes problems in the relationship where he does not want to be with her. But here's the thing, he's lying to her about who he really is, which we kind of knew because he was talking about how he has a revenge mission. I don't really know what this revenge mission is. They didn't say it at the beginnings, and I never got to the point where we know what it was. But yeah, in the spoilers they say they break up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading this. I'm over it. I wasn't into it. I moved on. Like, these books are just, stop comparing them to Mind F series. They're their own thing. Yes, they have serial unalivers and assassins, but they are nothing like the Mind F series. So do not compare the two of them. It's not good. But I say all this to say that I will be back again with another board with Mind F series as one of the main books that all the other recommendations are going to be based off of. I don't know what to say. I love disappointing myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Tell me your thoughts on these books. You think I'm nuts? Or give me recommendations on books you think are similar to the Mind F series, and I will tell you if I like them or not, if I check them out. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.